Welcome to Cinema Convos. This is the show where we bring guests with different tastes in film to have a meaningful discussion about the art of cinema. I'm your host, Yash, and I'm here with my co-host, Zach.
Hmm?
And today we're discussing the second trailer for the new film, Marty Supreme, which releases Christmas Day, is directed by Josh Safdie, and stars Timothy Chalamet. And we want to talk about this trailer. Well, particularly me, because I have been watching this trailer every day since it came out. I'm so excited for this movie. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of unpack the trailer and talk about our initial thoughts. I think, Zach, you just saw the trailer recently, right? So you might have more of an immediate reaction to it.
Yeah, so as far as my immediate reaction, yeah, I mean, I've been really excited about this film for a while. I think you probably are more excited than I am, seeing as you watched it every day. But yeah, no, I was impressed by the trailer. It builds the hype for this film. I mean, this film has had hype around it for over a year, and I think the trailer really captures it. The Safdie brothers, I guess in this case, Josh, does a really good job at capturing a mood. Um, I think we can glean even without seeing the movie that the character of Hardy Mauser, he's a dreamer. His penchant of dreaming big is contagious, and we kind of get that secondhand confidence just from watching the trailer. So that was one of my biggest takeaways. Yeah,
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the early reaction to this film, I think it was at New York Film Festival. I don't know if that was the exact name of the
yeah,
festival.
yeah, New York.
New York. So it was a surprise screening, but pretty much everyone in that audience knew it was Marty Supreme. It was one of those things where it wasn't really a secret, but everyone was like, it's probably gonna be Marty Supreme. And all the reactions coming out of that screening have just been like really strong. And some of the things that have excited me, I mean, yeah, it's a movie about chasing a dream that feels impossible, but this character has the belief that he can do it, even though like no one believes in him, is the vibe I get from the trailer. As far as the Safdies go, this year was the year of their, creative split, and we had the Smashing Machine a few months ago, which I personally liked, but was a bit more divisive. But for me, this movie gives more of the Safdie brothers feel that we've known until now. And especially this new trailer really gives more of an uncut gems kind of feel with the chaotic nature of the trailer. The first teaser trailer was more about like the story and the character. This is more about how this is going to be a chaotic ride. And I'm just really excited because the movie looks so unique. I mean, I talked to Zach about this recently. Like, it's a movie about ping pong in the 50s with Kevin O'Leary and Tyler, the Creator. And that's just a insanely unique premise. I think it's loosely based on a real person, but it's not like a biopic. I did read a little bit about that. There was like a real
Yeah.
guy named Marty who played ping pong in the 50s, but I don't know how true it will be to his life story. I'm hearing Timothy is probably going to win an Oscar for Best Actor, which would be really nice for him. He's worked so hard. And he's lost, the last few chances he had when he got really close, I think last year with The Complete Unknown.
Hmm.
But also, I think Marty Supreme is still, it has the trajectory to be a Best Picture frontrunner just with the way it's, releasing around Christmas. It's had all this buzz surrounding it leading up to it. So I think it's going to be a big contender this year.
Yeah, no, I think so. Just speaking about this film in general, if we want to talk about its Oscar possibilities, yeah, I mean, it has a very good shot. I would not say it's front runner contender right now. I think there are about three or four films ahead of it, specifically One Battle After Another. Hamnet and Sinners are definitely have much better chances. Time will tell how it does in precursors. But yeah, Marty Supreme really. There's a good chance, especially Timothy Chalamet. Like you said, I mean, he is far and away a front runner for Best Actor. It's his time. As young as he is, people are like, give it to him at this point.
And he was talking
Um,
about this movie on a podcast like a year ago. Like he was talking about it when he was promoting A Complete Unknown. And he's like, yeah, I was working this Safdie's film that I like worked really hard on, and it really tested me physically and emotionally to make this movie. So I think he really gave it his all here.
yeah. One thing I wanted to bring up, so you said this is kind of the year of, I mean, is this really a breakup of the Safdie brothers? I mean, they're still collaborating, right? It's just they just made movies separately,
Well,
right?
it's a creative split that I don't really know when it's designed to end. I don't know if they're going to continue making movies separately or, I don't know what the future holds, but this year they decided to pursue different projects, I
Okay.
guess, is the main thing.
I mean, you know they're never gonna break up because they're always brothers. So,
Yeah, I don't think there's any like bad blood. I think it's just a
okay.
creative thing. They wanted to pursue different projects because they can, because A24 is really invested in these two guys.
Yeah. No, A24 is throwing all the money they have at the Safdies. I mean, they've struck gold too many times. Um, so yeah, you mentioned this is the year of them kind of forging their own paths creatively. What does it say about Josh and Benny as directors looking at the Smashing Machine versus Marty Supreme? Um, Again, I'm just gleaning from the trailer for Marty Supreme, but it looks like very dramatic, very almost biopic-y, you know.
Yeah.
Smashing Machine, while somewhat of a biopic, loosely based, it's very documentary style. It feels like it doesn't feel like you're watching a movie. It feels like you're just kind of peering into people's lives. And I don't know what that says about the two of them. The difference. If I'm not mistaken, Benny, who made the Smashing Machine, he also did that show, The Curse, right?
Yeah, I think he was in it for sure. I don't know how. I think he was also involved in some of the writing for it.
Yeah. That also has a little bit of kind of a cinema verite kind of, fly on the wall sort of thing, as opposed to you're watching a movie. So I think that
Yeah, it's
really
Benny
speaks
Benny
to,
Safdie and Nathan Fielder. They teamed
yeah.
up for that one.
So I think if anything, this shows that Josh is the one that, I don't know, is the more styles maybe a little more, for lack of a better word, cinematic.
Yeah, also, all the early reactions on Letterboxd, especially, are there's a few reviews saying that, oh, this is Josh is the one who's been causing me anxiety in all these movies. Like he's the one creating these anxiety-inducing sequences. So that's always, I'm a big fan of Uncut Gems. I just saw it again in IMAX when they re-released it. I think it was last year or this year. But it was awesome. Second time watching it, I liked it so much more. And I feel like this movie has a lot of the same energy. I feel like this character is going to make some terrible decisions. Because I
Yeah.
watched a promo on Instagram yesterday where they used the rap song New Level as the background music. And it's just Timothy Chalamet running around saying, I need $1,500 by the end of the week. And like, I'm on a new level. Like, I'm like, what is this promo? Like, the marketing team for this movie has been out of control. A24 is putting all their eggs in this movie, I think, for this year.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to think if, yeah, I mean, this is their front runner. Because yeah, I can't think of another A24 film that they've really put any more eggs in that basket. This is their movie for the year. This is their push. So I think it's great. Um, I did kind of want to talk about just kind of talking about the trailer specifically a little more. This trailer and the teaser. One of my favorite things about a trailer is your choice of music, is your needle drop. It's funny for a movie that is set in the 50s, they used 80s songs for both. The
Yeah.
teaser was with Forever Young by Alphaville, which is a song I've loved forever. It was in Napoleon Dynamite. That's probably where it got big for the first time. Very 80s. That Forever Young, I wanna be
It's been
forever
it's been
young.
used in a lot of TikToks lately too,
Is it really?
where they take a cast of like an old movie or show and they do this transition from them when they were young and then now, and it just gets you in the feels and like they do that for a lot of different shows and movies. It's fun. That's kind of where I discovered that song more recently. I've heard it before, but recently it's been trending because of that TikTok trend.
Yeah. And then this trailer used the Tears for Fears song Everybody Wants to Rule the World, which if you think of if you just for someone who has lived through the 80s, which I'm not one of them, but from what I imagine, if you tell someone, "Hey, think of an 80s song," and you give them five options, odds are one of those five is going to be Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And
Absolutely.
Marty Mauser wants to rule the world. This is the confidence that we get, the swagger. Think of the lines that he says, like, "Hey, do you have a backup plan? I don't need one." That kind of attitude. He has that confidence. It's infectious.
It really is. And I think this movie resonates with me as it's going to resonate with a lot of people who I think if you have like a dream in life that feels out of reach, this is a movie that's going to probably, inspire you to chase that dream because that's what the character does. The entire trailer for both of them, especially the new one, is people telling him like, "Why are you pursuing this? Like, you don't make money from it. You don't have any success in it right now. Like, why are you chasing this dream?" And he's like, he has a response for everything. He's ready to say like, "I know I'm going to be one of the greats, and I'm going to chase it until I am." And that's just very inspiring, I think. I think it lines up very much with how Timothy Chalamet himself is. Like he's in pursuit of greatness, as he said last year. He's trying to be
Yeah.
one of the greats, which I personally love that speech. I know some people didn't like it very much, but I think that's the mentality you have to be one of the greats.
Yeah, no, I've heard those sentiments about that speech as well. I mean, arrogant, sure, but I love it. I love it for him, you know? Um, it's very on brand for him. And I
I
think
really think
that's
he's really our generation's one of the great actors of our generation, which is it's really cool to see the rise of someone like that.
absolutely he deserves. I mean, he's one of the best working actors, and he's our age, so it's pretty cool. Um,
Absolutely. He's, I think, only like a year older than me, which is
yeah,
crazy.
same.
It's very inspiring to see someone so young doing so well, but also putting
Yeah.
in the time and really trying to be a better actor with every film he
Mhm.
does. My favorite, one of my favorite things about this movie, this is another reason to be excited about it, is that Charlie XCX posted a letterbox review of it, and it's the most liked review. And her first line, I'm gonna censor it. It says no effing notes, 5 stars.
Okay.
So I just love that it's Charlie XCX approved.
All right. All right. Charlie XCX approved. Let's go.
And if you're listening and you're looking for this letterbox account, the account is it's Charlie BB. That's her letterboxed. So she posts a lot on there. It's awesome. She's really a cinephile, which is great.
We love it. One other thing I want to talk about, and this is both with the trailer and just in general, Safdie Brothers films, but this movie in particular, the use of non-actors. Um, use of non-actors is a great thing in film. It's been happening a little bit more lately, but the Safdie brothers do it. They did it. They probably did it in Good Time, can't remember, but I know they've done it in Uncut Gems, and they did it in Smashing Machine as well. Um, but here you have a few. I mean, it's hard to say Tyler the Creator is a non-actor because he has acting experience, but he's more of a musician. But then you have Kevin O'Leary, the Shark Tank guy, Mr. Wonderful. He's playing the role he's born to play. He's what, a shrewd businessman? Well, he's a shrewd businessman in real life, arrogant, full of
I mean,
himself.
I think I read somewhere that that's how they recruited him. They approached him like, we need a rich like asshole to be in this movie. And he was like, okay, I'm your guy. Like
Yeah,
that's pretty much how it went down.
exactly. And they have a lot of other people. I'm looking through the cast right now. There's a guy, another billionaire, a New York billionaire, John Hatzimatidis.
Mm.
He's a I've heard of him faintly. He's a New York billionaire. He owns a bunch of grocery stores, but he's in it too. He's also I saw him in the trailer too. And then looking through, there's also a bunch of NBA players. NBA players in this too. Tracy McGrady, Kemba Walker, George Gervin, which if you're a Spurs fan, you should know exactly who that is. 70s Spurs legend. Um, I always thought the use of non-actors in Safdie Brothers films is really cool.
Yeah, and this seems like, the use of someone in we have people in different industries. Like we have Tyler the Creator, who's, definitely mostly known for music, obviously. Then we have Kevin O'Leary, who's just a shark on Shark Tank and like a business guy. Like I just think it's so fun that they're doing that. And they both seem like pretty central characters to the story. It's not like The Weeknd in Uncut Gems has like one scene where he's playing himself. But these two are like playing like legitimate characters that are part of the story and feel very prevalent to like what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm excited to see if they're good at acting. I love nothing more than seeing and someone doing well in a profession that's not like their full-time job. Like that's always fun for me. Like a musician doing well in an acting role. Like that's always cool to me.
Yeah. Or,
Because I think
like an athlete doing well in an acting role.
yeah, I mean Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems was
Mm.
a notable performance. But also we have some, actual actors as well. We have, Gwyneth Paltrow in a role in here. We have rising star Odessa Azion, who I've been watching on I Love LA on HBO recently.
Is that
I've heard
good?
it's pretty good. I like it. I mean I like showbiz comedies, so I feel like it's kind of like that. I know some people haven't really been liking that show, but I like Rachel Sennott, so I've been enjoying the vibes. But I heard she's great in this movie. She might have some Oscar buzz on the rise as well,
I've
from what
heard
I'm
some.
hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard she has better Oscar buzz than Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, the trailer kind of gives me the vibe that Gwyneth Paltrow is not going to be in this movie that much.
Yeah, I see
I
that.
could be wrong, but she's only in a couple scenes in the trailer.
I mean, I don't know why I'm going back to a complete unknown, but she reminds me of kind of Elle Fanning. And then Odessa Zion is Monica Barbaro.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's a very different movie.
Yeah, well, it's both Timothy Chalamet.
Fair enough, fair enough.
All Timothy Chalamet movies can be compared to each other. This is the fact.
Yeah. One thing about this trailer and the last trailer that really I think they really did a good job picking which lines of Timothy's they wanted to include because some of these lines like really hit. Like when he says that doesn't even enter my consciousness. Like that shows he's confident. And then there's one line at the end of this trailer that wasn't in the first trailer. Both trailers have the line where he says, "You're going to see me on the cover of a Wheaties box" in both trailers. But in this one, there's a follow-up where Kevin O'Leary says, "You really think it's that simple?" And he just looks at him straight in the eye and says, "Yeah, I do." And that's how the trailer ends. I think it's a great trailer. Leaves me wanting to watch the movie. And also, it feels like many of the film's surprises are still under wraps. It's not like it hasn't shown us all of its cards yet, which I love seeing from a trailer because a lot of trailers give away way too much.
I agree. It really is. I mean, we're supposed to be inspired by Hardy Mauser here, and we definitely are. And the big theme, and that's what it says at the end, is dream big. And that really is what the trailer gets across. Um,
Yeah, it's on all the posters and all the trailers, but I do wonder like if this is a movie where Marty is actually going to achieve his dream or if it just crashes and burns. Like I could see it going either way with the Safdie film.
I don't know. I will say is, I mean, this is based on a real guy. Um, the fact that we've heard of him and a movie's being made about him seems to suggest maybe his dreams did come true.
Yeah, that's fair because we no spoilers for Uncut Gems, but if you've seen that movie, you can understand why I might have some concerns.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he achieves his dreams very briefly.
Very briefly, that's true. He also dreamed big.
He dreamed big. Yes.
Also, I'll never forgive them for not nominating Adam Sandler that year. That
Yeah,
was
that
egregious.
that is Adam Sandler might get nominated this year. He's in a movie, Jay Kelly.
Yeah, that'll be on Netflix next Friday.
Oh, all right.
Now, Noah
Oh,
Baumbach's, I guess not annual movie, but he does have a movie pretty often that
yeah.
enters the awards race.
It's basically George Clooney's movie about himself.
What I'm hearing though is like storyline wise, and I haven't seen either film yet. This will change after we record this, but I heard Sentimental Value and Jay Kelly kind of have similar storylines, and Sentimental Value is just much better than Jay Kelly. That's what I've heard, but I haven't seen either. So.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that the acting element or the people love movies about acting, and Cinema Valley is one of those. So
So Zach, I would want to ask you this. This is kind of related to the trailer, but also just the movie as a whole. So Timothy Chalamet, I think, is the front runner for lead actor, but who else are there rumblings about this year for like his competition?
yeah, so I can tell you exactly. So yeah, absolutely. I think he is the front runner, one of the, if not the front runner. I think there's several actors we're hearing buzz about. I think Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, and Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. I think Michael B. Jordan in Sinners is less certain. I think Leo is certain to get in. Um, I would love Michael B. Jordan. He plays twins. Gotta let that be
He
there.
does play twins.
Yeah. There's other contenders as well. There's some that are less certain, like some have fallen off, like Jeremy Allen White in Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere, which the movie's gotten lukewarm reviews. He's been called as being really good, but
Yeah, he
uh,
was the standout for that movie. I didn't
yeah,
care for the movie that much, but he was really good.
in a similar fashion, the same thing kind of happened with Dwayne Rock Johnson and the Smashing Machine, which
I do think The Rock should get in there. I think he deserves it.
I really, really hope he does. I have my doubts though. I really do.
Mm.
Um, there's also, George Clooney and Jay Kelly, who we mentioned before, uh, Jesse Plemons and Begonia,
Would he be
which,
considered a leading actor?
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
they
Well,
are
in that
submitting
case, he
him.
should be in there. I didn't know if he was leading or
Yeah.
supporting or what they're pushing for.
And then the surging one right now is Wagner Moura and The Secret Agent.
Ooh, yeah, I want to see that one too.
It's a Brazilian film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's in Portuguese, I want to say.
Yeah,
But that one's going to be hitting theaters in a couple weeks as well.
yeah. Brendan Fraser and Rental Family, which I'd love to see. I think that's gone down.
Yeah,
It's not gonna happen.
delightful film. I don't know if he's an Oscar
Yeah,
guarantee, but he did do a good job in that movie.
yeah. And then also another one, Ethan Hawke and Blue Moon,
Hmm.
which I would love to see.
That's a film that played in my theater for a week, and it was a week I just couldn't go out to see it. So that's unfortunate. I wanted to see that one.
Yep. But yeah, I think those are really the main contenders there. I think Leo and Timmy are the absolute locks
Yeah.
with Michael B. Jordan. If there's any hope and if there's any good on this earth, he will get in. Michael B. Jordan will, because he absolutely should.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
No. Would Paul Mescal not be considered a leading actor?
they are submitting him for supporting.
Okay, because I have heard Jessie Buckley is one of the front runners for actress.
Jesse Buckley is being submitted for lead. They are
Yeah,
submitting Paul Mescal for supporting.
gotcha. Yeah, that's a film that I also haven't seen yet. But Hamnet is the other one that's a lot of buzz surrounding that film in terms of the Oscar season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say about this trailer, but I will probably continue watching it every day until Christmas. It's like the 12 Days of Christmas, 12 Days of Marty Supreme trailer. That's what I'll be doing.
12 Days of Marty Supreme. Just watch it every day. I mean,
It's so good. Like I really love a good trailer, and it's very rare these days where, I really wish every time I'm in the theater and they show the Anaconda trailer, they can just sub it with the Marty Supreme trailer. That's what I would love more than anything.
oh, you're not excited for Anaconda?
I don't think I need to see the trailer for it every time. I think I got the idea.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention one of my other Best Picture front runners is Anaconda. Forgot to mention that.
Hey, it
I
comes
think
out on Christmas, so you could double feature Anaconda and Marty Supreme if you wanted to.
that movie, that day would be a whirlwind of emotions.
There would be one is a tragic masterpiece, and it's not the one you think.
No, one is a tragic masterpiece that has just a masterclass of acting, and the other is Marty Supreme.
The other is a movie about ping pong. But yeah, dude, I mean, I'm excited. What about you? Do you think this movie will make it into your top 10 of the year?
I don't know. I need to see it. But from everything that we've talked about here, and just looking at the trailer and just knowing about the film,
Hmm.
I think so. One thing I will say is I love the production design. I know,
Hmm.
for a
It
period
looks
film.
like it looks like a filmmaker made this movie, without sounding too pretentious. Like the shots seem very well thought out, and they seem like the way it's colored, the way it looks, the way it's edited, all of it. I think Josh Safdie edited this as well, Zach. So that's kind of interesting. I know that what's it called? The At the premiere for the film in New York, he had said that I just finished this film at 2 a.m. last night. So that's kind of a fun editor thing I think you would appreciate.
That's amazing. You can save it. I go back to I don't remember when Sean Baker said this, if he said it at the Oscars, where he said he saved this film in the edit. That's just what I think of. Imagine saving this film in the edit at 2 a.m. before you show it to an audience for the first time.
No, it's gonna be incredible to see. But yeah, we'll be seeing both the Safdies at the Oscars. I'm confident on that. I think they'll both have some nominations for their films. But I think Marty Supreme is going to be the favorite
Yeah.
this year of the two.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think Smashing Machine might end up empty-handed just in general.
Not
I'll
even like makeup and hairstyling or something
okay,
like
probably
that.
makeup and hairstyling, but you know, Benny Safdie didn't do the makeup.
Yeah, but it's his film.
Or if he did, he's more talented than I thought. Um,
That'd be pretty wild if
Benny
he was
Safdie
just
just did the
like a
makeup
makeup.
too. Um, I'll be honest, and maybe this is not the podcast to do it on, but I was not a big, I was not that big of a fan of the Smashing Machine. I thought it was just okay.
It was a movie that was pretty much like it's divided the same way we're divided on it. Like I actually really liked it. I like the different style of it, but there's countless people who did not love the movie. And I think there was a lot of expectation, like The Rock doing this, very different role. But yeah, it wasn't your conventional movie in any way. Like it was very documentary style, like you said. Like it's very just you see like a chapter of this guy's life, and that's pretty much it. It never really fully dives into any topic. It just kind of shows, oh, here's some drugs, here's some domestic disputes, like, and then here's some wrestling. Like that's the movie.
Yeah. I mean, even despite that, I still want The Rock to get an Oscar nomination just for the transformation alone and showing that he can do this.
I think The Rock should get nominated, and frankly, I think Emily Blunt should be nominated too. I think they both did a really good job in that movie.
Emily Blunt has a better shot.
Which is crazy to me because The Rock, like he put all his chips in this basket this year for this movie.
That's true. That's true.
If we get a Jumanji 3 next year, we only have ourselves to blame.
Jumanji 3, and that's
We
we
get
only get a Jumanji 3 because the number one movie of 2025 was Anaconda.
All I'm saying is Hubie Halloween came months after Adam Sandler did not get an Oscar nomination for Uncut Gems.
There are consequences to your actions, voters.
There are consequences. These actors will go backwards if you don't give them the appreciation they need.
Exactly. It's called positive reinforcement.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have reached the end of today's discussion on the Marty Supreme trailer. We want to thank all of you for listening, and if you enjoy our show, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or leave us a review or rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You can stay up to date with new episodes by giving us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and support our show by checking out our available merch, which is linked to our bio. And we hope you tune in next time.